Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings 3.0. Now, when we left off, we were in Westeros, I believe. Well, we were kind of walking between the two. We were in Essos, Westeros, and so on and so forth. I've been trading a bunch of salt, as you can see here. I'm just selling some salt to Braavos, as we have now returned here. And, oh yes, of course, we did, yeah. Okay, so... yeah, that's the thing. There's been a lot of off-screen progress, so obviously I kind of forgot what we did last time, but we obviously put a little bit of money in the Iron Bank, and that has been gaining a little bit of interest, not actually that much. I mean, obviously there's not going to be that many gains regarding that, but I have done something relatively cool, I think, and you'll see what that is in just a second. But yeah, I thought we'd just start here just so that you can see that I am actually trading salt. But as you can see, I have taken your advice in the comments section, and I have, well, kind of recruited a bunch of Raventree archers as well as Carhold longbowmen, because even though the Raventree archers are better by a, pretty significant margin, a little bit better, shall we say, than the Carhold longbowmen. I think they have about 16% better damage than the Carhold longbowmen, due to the extra points in power draw and things. But yeah, due to that, the Raventree archers are actually kind of annoying to recruit, because even though you're standing at Raventree Hall all the time, and you're attempting to recruit them every 1 to 2 days, usually it's about 2 days for them to refresh, some of the time they do not actually, want to be recruited. They actually sometimes will reappear, and then they'll be like, no one is willing to join your party, and then you're kind of sad. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. And the Carhold longbowmen, they were much more friendly in that regard, where every time I went to Carhold, it was so incredibly nice, because it was always like, 8 people want to join your party, 6 people want to join, and that was great. So yes, we've been doing that. So I have an archer only army now, which is probably going to absolutely bite us really quite badly, but you never know. And now what I'd like to see is the weekly budget. I did purchase an ironworks at Sunspear, because I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go and take a look and see if I can find a nice polearm there. Some of you suggested Sunspear. I took a look, didn't seem to actually be many good things there. I still have the balanced glaive. It is really good in my opinion, and I think I might try to get a pole hammer, because that is blunt. That enables us to get prisoners, and obviously blunt is a little bit better than cutting for the most part, but yeah, we're going to see how well that goes. Now, of course, Braavos has made peace many times, has made war many times, and they are making war right now against Norvos, and I think this is actually... is it? I think it is the last town that Norvos actually own, apart from this, and that is currently under siege as well. So we could actually see a Norvoshi elimination already, which is kind of nice, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't really affect us that much, I guess, but what I would like to do is maybe take on some Lorath vassals and maybe raid a couple of their villages at the same time, because if we're able to see what we can do about taking them on... oh, there we go. We have, apparently, Volantis and Braavos have concluded a trade agreement with each other. That's actually kind of a stone's throw away from slitting each other's throats, which is what we were doing beforehand, wasn't it? So that's kind of amusing. So yes, we do have a village here that we can potentially raid, or we can try and take that castle, but obviously I am still a mercenary for Braavos. Actually, let's just take a look. I have 176 renown. I should be able to become a vassal, but not entirely sure if I want to, because I don't know if anything we take is going to give us more wages than the mercenary payment itself. So I could just take a hostile action right now. I think I'm probably going to try and do that. Loot and burn this village. Let's see what we can do here. If Lorath turns up, then we are going to be done for, but let's actually just see. Yes, you can actually leave a raid, which is quite nice. And oh no, there we go. Okay, phew, that was a bit close. Okay, so yeah, you can actually leave it, but because of the nature of A Clash of Kings, because it is so large and because there are so many vassals running around, it is quite difficult to get your character actually to respond, because there is a little bit of micro stutter here and there are some frame drops which will prevent you from reacting as fast as you otherwise would, which is kind of a shame. But as you can see here, we now have a pretty decent amount of loot. Actually, not that much. We do have some nice amounts of food here, but for the most part, the lumber is the only thing that is kind of here for us to sell, but even so, it's not particularly necessary. I guess I'll sell some grain, because grain isn't very good for morale, but is there anything else here that I can kind of let go? Some cheap bread, I guess, but the cheap bread is still 6 morale, but I suppose we did eat some of it. Okay, that will be fine, I think. And I think we'll just go back to Bravos and just sell that really fast. Now, as you can see, there's our savings in the Iron Bank there. Not that much. Oh, okay. Apparently we have now, again, made war against Volantis. Isn't that hilarious? Yes, every single time. So you just make a trade agreement with them? Ah, no. Who cares about that? We're just going to make war now. So, yes. Kind of hilarious. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Let's sell... Oh, wow. The lumber really was not worth it, was it? No. The date fruit is. The Pentoshi wine certainly is. And the leatherwork... Everything like that is certainly worth it, but the lumber is absolutely terrible. And yeah, I think that's it. There we go. So there's another 2,000, so that's pretty nice. And I was thinking of buying another enterprise somewhere, but I actually don't know where to do that, because obviously I don't really want to buy it in Essos, because unless Bravos actually owns something, so for example, if they take Rios, then I'm probably going to buy an enterprise there, if I can. But for the most part, I don't really want to buy any other enterprise anywhere else, because that's going to mean that they're probably going to be at war against us, and it's not going to be very useful at all. So, oh, some tasty wild onions. Let's eat them. There we go. 5 one-handed weapon proficiency. Okay, well, I don't use one-handed very much, at least. So I suppose that's reasonable. Now let's see if we can actually find a couple of Lorathi vassals, because I'd very much like to try out these Raventree and Carhold longbowmen in an actual fight. And bear in mind that I think we can probably take on a vassal of about 100, maybe 120. I don't think we can take on anyone more than that, but you never know. Maybe we'll be able to. Let's just see if we can track them down, I suppose. Alright, so there was actually no vassals of Lorath around Lorath itself, so I decided, you know what, let's just go back here, and it seems like we've found a Norvoshi vassal that is not assisting with the defense of Rios, which is probably not going to go down very well with his comrades, but who are we to say? Now, in other news, there is actually something going on with Volantis. They are having a huge, huge problem with Lys. As you can see here, they have actually been cannibalized quite a bit. They only have 3 towns left. Yeah, I say only because towns are actually pretty decent to have, and they have 3 of them, so I suppose it's not all bad, but Lys is doing very well against them. Oh yes, and also, I did mention actually in the comments section a while ago that I was intending to get a unique weapon called Leg Biter. I believe it was previously called Bone Breaker, and this is this 2-handed axe that looks like an axe and looks like it's 2-handed, but it's actually a polearm. And I was wanting to get that, but I actually did go to Tyrosh when it was. Are they still neutral with us? I think they're still neutral with us. Anyway, I would have loved to have gone into Tyrosh and spoken to the Tattered Prince, but unfortunately it seems like he's not there anymore. I think that quest has probably been removed, which is a little bit of a shame, because I would have loved to have gained that 2-handed polearm, because that's exactly the kind of polearm I really like. It's kind of reminiscent of a Bardiche, sort of. But yeah, that was my plan, so that seems to have gone out the window. That's why I mentioned the polehammer earlier. So let's go in here and see what we can do. This guy actually does have a couple of unsullied units, as well as some axe guards. I don't know about the axe guards. I think they're not particularly very good, but I'm going to tell our people to hold fire for now, because I really don't want them wasting their arrows, because these guys are going to absolutely destroy anything. Okay, so we have 2 infantry? Who's the infantry? Who's that? Peasant? Why are you here? I don't have a peasant. I do not. I don't have a peasant in my army. Why is there a peasant in my army? That is very strange. Okay. Apparently I do. Well, that's a little bit weird. Okay, so let's form ranks, shall we? And we'll tell our guys to stand a little bit closer here. Now, we have the advantage. We have an absolutely amazing advantage by being on the top of this hill here. Maybe I should just start firing now. That would probably be a good idea. Let's do that. Fire at will, please. Oh yes, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be very, very fun to watch. because they are no doubt going to absolutely destroy everything in their path. I hope, because I don't have anything that can actually stop these guys from attacking us completely without any defense. So the only defense I have is this hill. So let's just see whether that's actually going to help us. Oh my, it is helping us a huge amount, as you can see. Oh wow, now that's pretty impressive. Okay, so I'm going to just try and... Oh, okay, so these guys are actually deciding to attack me, which is probably a bad idea for them. There we go. Kill him, or try to. There we go. Destroy his shield. Yep, there we go. I'm going to act like a meat shield for our archers. I mean, look at this. Look at the amazing damage that they're able to do. And we have already killed the first initial wave. And you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to hold fire. We're going to hold fire for the next wave. And, well, how many have we killed? 83? Yeah, we've already killed 83. So I think we can move down the hill a little bit here. I mean, I don't think that we are in much danger of being killed too easily. I mean, there's 42 of them left, and I'm sure our archers can deal some, deal some okay damage in melee. I don't think they're that good in melee, but I think they'll be better than most, I suppose. So let's tell them to fire at will once again, and see what we can do about potentially defending them in the, very long overgrowth here, which is not very good. Okay, come on up, be careful. Oh no. Am I gonna die here? Oh, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? Okay, well, I am being a little bit of a meat shield here, which is always nice for our archers. Yeah, I don't even think they need me to be honest. Oh, there's level 18, fantastic. Yeah, as I say, we have not actually fought anything since the previous episode, because I was literally just standing there, gaining wages from the mercenary wages and the enterprises and things like that, and just recruiting the Raventree archers with that money, and that's basically it. And yeah, haven't really done anything else, haven't really gained any companions or anything like that, but we did gain enough money before I started this recruitment drive, and well, that enabled us obviously to get the ironworks, but the ironworks isn't actually paying off as much as I had hoped, so that's a little bit of a shame. But, well, I suppose what can you do, really? I mean, you just have to kind of take a chance on that kind of thing, because the ironworks did say that it was going to give me about 390, but it's actually giving me 180 now, so that's a bit of a shame. Okay, I'm actually killing something that I can't see. There we go. Can't see this guy. Don't know what he's doing. Never mind, he's dead. So, there we go. There we are. Look at that. We just took out a vassal with 0 casualties. We had absolutely 0 casualties. That gave us 18 renown, which is amazing, because obviously I want more archers. Many more archers, thank you very much. I'm going to take him prisoner as well. And let's see, what does that actually do for us? Okay, that gives us some relations and other relations that actually don't matter at all, because of course we're going to make peace with some of these people immediately afterwards, most likely. Okay, so we need this one-armed villager. Why do I have this peasant? I have no idea why I have this peasant. This peasant shouldn't be here. It's a little bit weird. Okay, well, I'm going to take a caravan master instead, even though that does raise our wages up quite a bit. I thought, well, why not? Let's just take one, because you never know, we might need a little bit of a distraction. And we have gained some thick fur armor, which is actually pretty reasonable armor, but obviously not very good for us right now. It's actually just a little bit worse than what we have, which is kind of amazing, considering. But okay, there we are. I think that is good. Right, so we were able to defeat our, well, was it second vassal? Have we actually killed a vassal beforehand? I don't think so, not that big at least. Okay, so apparently I now have to report to Admiral Virio, which is, yeah, I'm not particularly wanting to do that. So maybe I can just ignore it. Wait, have they taken Rios yet? No, they're still taking their sweet time to do that, which is kind of a shame. Okay, so yeah, we're also at war against Cohor, so maybe I could attack this Cohoric caravan. That might be an idea. Let's do that, and I'm going to try and see if we can kind of, yes, demand something. Hand over your gold and valuables. There is a toll for free passage here, yes. 488 coins. Hand it over and you may go in peace. Okay, so you can actually steal coins from them, and then you can attack them again and say, can you give me some more coins? No, they're not going to say that. Okay, so I'd like to see your wares. You refuse then? How dare you, peddler? Ah, yes. Okay, so should we kill them? Oh, okay. Then I'll take what I wish from your corpses. Okay, so your relation with Caravan has deteriorated? Okay, well that's hilarious. Ah, yeah, okay. I didn't even know that Caravan was a person. No. Seems not. Okay, so, yes, let's now get... Oh, no, that was the wrong button. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's get some ranks going on here. And we're going to put them on the hill once again. And I'm going to tell them to hold fire for now. And I think our cavalry unit can just go out there. I don't really mind if he dies. I mind if the one-armed villager dies, though. So, he's going to just stand over there. The caravan master will just be like, oh, yes, it's only me. I'm the only one here. You can very easily attack me without any repercussions whatsoever. Yes, let's do that. Let's fire at will now. Oh, look, he's just standing there. This is going to be quite hilarious. Are you still alive? Why are you still alive? Can you die soon? Thank you very much. Okay. That was kind of hilarious. It was just like, let me just stay alive for a very long time. Okay, let's tell our cavalry to charge in, and let's see what we can do with a little bit of thrusting from Elias here as well. Oh, the Unsullied. They're very good, aren't they? Yes. Oh, really? And we stumbled? Come on now. Oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter, because obviously we have won very easily, but... Oh, the Unsullied. They're still better than we are. Still better than we are, but... Yeah, I guess it's just because they had a shield, and maybe it made a bit of a difference in their defensive capabilities. Okay, so I'm able to take a nice helm there. I could take a jar of oil. There's actually a bunch of really nice things there, so I think I'm going to just swap a couple of things out here. Probably some bread and things, and then just take the rest of that. There we go. That's what I like to see. So, yeah, some of you have actually said that caravans are very lucrative, and it might be an idea to attack these guys as well. Broken Men. Could get an Unsullied from here. But even that would probably not really make too much difference, because, I mean, as you can see... Oh, the Caravan Master died? Apparently the Caravan Master died. I didn't even realize. Okay, so let's just see what we can do here first. Okay, we're going to go and get some more intelligence, and... What else? Probably trainer skill, but even so, if we're just going to be getting archers all the time now, it's actually pointless. So I think what I'm probably going to try and do is I'm probably going to go for some surgery now, because... There's literally nothing else we need. Is there? I mean, we could get some more inventory management. I actually have 0 inventory management. Maybe that would be a better idea? That might be a better idea, actually. Yeah, okay. We're going to go for some inventory management instead, because if we're going to be raiding villages and doing things like that, then it would kind of be a better idea to go for something like that. Can I hold... No, I can't hold shift to make this go up by 10s. That would be kind of nice. Okay, well, anyway, now that means with the 10 intelligence, we can now read this book, which will give us another +1 to leadership. Obviously, I don't really want to do that just yet, because we can quite easily get another 3 levels, I think, and that will then mean that we have 12 in charisma, and that will give us an additional point in leadership for 4, and then we'll read the book, which will give us 5, and then we won't have to improve our charisma at all after that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Bravos. I'm going to sell all of our loot. As you can see, we have a bunch of new space, which is always nice, and I'm going to sell all of this as well, and then maybe we'll see about buying another enterprise. Do you have any suggestions for where another enterprise could go? Because anywhere in Westeros would be absolutely fine, but I'm not entirely sure where. Maybe salt pans or something like that, because I spend quite a bit of time there. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.